Welcome back to AutoZone, the place where performance meets passion and where we break down the most exciting cars on the planet in a way that actually makes sense. Today we're talking about a vehicle that's turning a lot of heads and shaking up expectations, the 2026 Mercedes AMG GT SUV. This is not just another luxury SUV, and it's definitely not trying to blend in. This is AMG taking everything it knows about speed, drama, and engineering obsession, and wrapping it into a high-riding, everyday usable performance monster. When you hear the name AMG GT, you probably think of long hoods, wide stances, and engines that sound like controlled explosions. So the idea of an AMG GT SUV might feel a little controversial at first. But once you really understand what Mercedes AMG is doing here, it becomes clear that this isn't about diluting the GT badge. It's about evolving it. The 2026 AMG GT SUV is designed to sit at the very top of Mercedes' performance SUV lineup, positioned above the GLE and even distinct from the G-Wagon in terms of philosophy. This is a road-focused, ultra-high-performance SUV built for people who want supercar energy without giving up space, comfort, and daily usability. Visually, the AMG GT SUV makes a strong statement before it even moves an inch. The design is aggressive but polished, muscular without being cartoonish. You can see clear inspiration from the AMG GT Coupe family, especially in the wide grille, the sharp LED lighting signatures, and the way the body lines flow from front to rear. The front end looks low and planted for an SUV, with large air intakes that aren't just for show. Everything here is functional, from cooling to aerodynamics. The hood is long and sculpted, giving the car a powerful stance that instantly tells you this isn't a normal family hauler. From the side, the proportions are what really sell it. It has a coupe-like roofline that slopes just enough to look sporty, while still keeping rear seat passengers comfortable. The wheels are massive, as you'd expect from AMG, and the track is wide, giving the SUV a confident, almost predatory posture. At the rear, the design stays clean but aggressive, with slim tail lights, quad exhaust tips, and an overall look that feels more like a supercar on stilts than a traditional SUV. Step inside, and the 2026 AMG GT SUV continues to impress. Mercedes has been on a roll with interior design lately, and AMG takes it even further. The cabin is driver-focused but still luxurious enough to justify its premium positioning. High-quality materials are everywhere, from stitched leather and carbon fiber to brushed metal accents. The seats are deeply bolstered, offering serious support when you're pushing the car hard, but they're also comfortable enough for long drives. This is a space designed for people who love driving, not just being driven. The technology inside is exactly what you'd expect from a modern AMG. A large digital instrument cluster sits right in front of the driver, offering multiple display modes depending on whether you're cruising or attacking a back road. The central infotainment screen is fast, sharp, and packed with features, including performance data, drive modes, and customizable settings. AMG-specific graphics and menus remind you constantly that this is not a standard Mercedes SUV. Everything feels purposeful, from the flat-bottom steering wheel to the tactile controls that let you adjust suspension, exhaust, and driving modes without taking your eyes off the road. Now let's talk about the heart of the beast, because this is where the AMG GT SUV really earns its name. While exact configurations may vary depending on market and trim, the focus is clearly on high-output powertrains that deliver thrilling performance. Expect a hand-built AMG engine, likely a twin-turbo V8 in its most extreme form, possibly paired with some level of electrification to boost power and efficiency. AMG has been moving toward hybrid assistance in recent years, not to make cars boring, but to make them even faster. Instant torque, sharper throttle response, and better low-end pull are all benefits here. Performance numbers are expected to be seriously impressive for an SUV of this size. We're talking about acceleration that rivals sports cars, with a 0 to 60 time that could easily dip into the low 4-second range or even quicker in higher trims. The AMG all-wheel drive system ensures that all that power actually makes it to the ground, giving you confidence whether you're launching hard from a stop or powering out of a corner. This is an SUV that doesn't just go fast in a straight line, it's engineered to handle. Handling is another area where the 2026 AMG GT SUV separates itself from the pack. Adaptive suspension, active roll stabilization, and advanced chassis tuning help keep body movement in check, even when you're driving aggressively. It's designed to feel planted and responsive, more like a performance sedan or coupe than a tall SUV. Steering is sharp, brakes are massive and confidence-inspiring, and the overall driving experience is meant to put a smile on your face every single time you get behind the wheel. But what really makes this vehicle special is how it balances extremes. On one hand, it's a hardcore performance machine that can deliver adrenaline whenever you want it. On the other hand, it's still a luxury SUV that you can live with every day. There's plenty of space for passengers, usable cargo room, and all the comfort features you'd expect from Mercedes. Drive modes allow you to calm everything down, making the ride smooth and quiet when you're just commuting or cruising on the highway. It's this dual personality that makes the AMG GT SUV so appealing. In terms of competition, the 2026 AMG GT SUV is clearly aiming at the very top of the segment. Vehicles like the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT, Lamborghini Urus, and BMW XM are all in its crosshairs. But AMG brings its own flavor to the fight. Where some rivals lean heavily into luxury or flashiness, AMG focuses on emotional driving and mechanical drama. The sound, the feel, the response, all of it is designed to make you feel connected to the machine. The 2026 Mercedes AMG GT SUV isn't trying to be subtle, and it isn't trying to be everything to everyone. It's built for enthusiasts who want the practicality of an SUV but refuse to give up excitement. It's for people who want to hear the engine roar, feel the acceleration push them into the seat, and still have room for friends, family, or gear. In many ways, it represents where the performance car world is heading, blending power, technology, and versatility into one bold package. So if you're someone who loves performance but needs space, or you just want one vehicle that can do it all without feeling compromised, the AMG GT SUV is definitely one to watch. Mercedes AMG has taken a big risk by expanding the GT name into SUV territory, but from everything we see, it looks like a risk that's paying off in a big way. That's it for today's deep dive here on AutoZone. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the 2026 Mercedes AMG GT SUV, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments what you think. Is this the ultimate performance SUV, or do you still prefer a traditional sports car? Until next time, stay tuned, stay driven, and we'll see you in the next video.